You're like, is Bugatti coming on Saturday? Bugatti come on every day. For real, for real. May as well get the screen straight with the right there, right about that should do it. Make us all comfortable right there so we can see everything right. We waiting for this guy like we always do. But before we get into anything, Trump and Elon Musk's break up to make up. Now, let's see what's up. He been doing good for the last couple of days. We gonna see how he act. Y'all ready? Let's see. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Boom! You ready? Anytime now. Any second now. One more time. Yeah. And wake up those paws, wake up those paws, wake up those paws. And dedicated to the title, we gotta say, break up to make up. That's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a game for fools. What's up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. It's bump that beat. Saturday, June 7th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me pissed. Yes, we are back. We are back. We are back. It's Saturday morning, y'all. And like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. And yes, do we have a star-spangled bang out show lined up for us today? I gotta just say I'm so happy to be back. Happy to be part of the double screen committee one more time again, that we can actually have our visuals all the way together. Appreciate all the love that's coming from everybody here. I just take that as blue, 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 and I give it right back to you. Hope everybody had a good evening. I see you guys are here with me this morning, and I hope that everybody's enjoying the summer, even though it's a little extremely hot in some places. I don't know what it's like in your state, but woo, it is scorching in New York. I'm talking about hot. It's hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I'm telling you guys straight up and down. So what I also want to do, I don't want to be a fear mongering like a lot of people try to say, but I did say be careful in the summertime, especially the fact that it's hot. Everybody's agitated already, and there's a lot of energy moving around. Everybody wants to get outside. Everybody wants to be first, especially in the big city. So try to stay cool mentally as well as your body temperature, and just stay on point. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning this Saturday. I had another day to get up and come hang out with you guys. It's always a pleasure for me to hang out with you guys. But yeah, I have some real serious news to bring up today. Want to see who's in the comments. Also, we have the show your talent show that's still going on. Want you guys to make sure that you are going to the website and signing in. But before anything, let's see who's up Saturday morning and with your boy. Let's check out who's in the comments. Who we got up in here? We got Natalie Georgievich. Good morning from Syracuse. VIP Auction Group said hi. That's right. What's up, VIP? We got Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno says good morning from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We got Guy up in the building saying hello to everybody. Batty Lynn is up in here from Detroit. I guess everybody's ready to get busy because even Mark is up in here. And you know Mark is always first. Mark don't like being second to last, so y'all gonna just have to get used to it. That's how us New Yorkers are, especially when it comes down to the Our Bottom Line show. What y'all got going on today? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Also, do me a favor, when you chime in, let me know where you're chiming in from. This way, I'll be able to get content from where you guys are and make sure that this show is consistent and coinciding in the comments so that we can all have a relative conversation. Let's go. It's time. Your boy got a lot in the clip right now, like I told you guys. So without any further ado, Let's get into this title. What do we got here? We got dun 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 dun. I don't know who you guys are going for, but right about now we have Trump and Elon Musk. Break up to make up. That's right, Trump and Elon Musk. Break up to make up. As you guys know, there's been a lot of back and forth with Donald Trump and Elon Musk, especially since Elon has now left the helm of Doge. We're going to get into the details. We have a couple of clips that have content about that, but we have so much more to get into, you guys. Let's go. What else do we have? We have the $2.2 billion Obama Ivanpah project is shutting down. I think it's Ivanpah project that is shutting down. Sad part about that is $2.2 billion invested, and they're going to be leaving 178,000 solar captures on the Mojave Desert. That's pretty crazy. Seems like something that actually didn't work, and now they're just gonna have to go out there and do what? Recycle all of those solar panels. Keep on moving, you guys. What do we have? We got ICE has set a record for how many illegal criminals they've arrested in one day. Yes, they've set a record for how many illegal criminals they've arrested in one day. Keep on going, you guys. What else we got? We got Diddy on trial, and Jane, I guess they're trying to say Jane Doe, because this particular witness, they're trying to conceal her identity. So we have Diddy on trial, and Jane admits that she was seeing the rapper right up until she was arrested. Anybody got any idea who they're talking about? Believe it or not, I've been involved. I've been going down there. I think 50 may have hit the nail on the head with what he said on his Instagram page. You guys got a second to go run over there and let me know what he said? I don't know, but if you do, he actually gave up and spilled the beans about who Jane was. I don't know. Let me know. I'm interested in knowing that. Anybody can find out? Let me know what's going on with that situation right there. But of course, without any further ado, I don't want to waste any time. I got some breaking news that we actually got to get into. Actually should have just came right on in with this breaking news. But you guys know we got to do the intro. But yes, this breaking news right here has to do with the Department of Justice arresting Kilmar Abrego Garcia. It seems like they fought so hard and strong to get him back. They had the Democrats going over there knocking on the doors and trying to get him released. Guess what? He got released. They brought him back. Watch your head. Now he's taking a ride again because they brought him up on so many charges, it's going to make your head spin. Check this video out right here, y'all. Like I said, we're starting early. We're going to stack full like we always do. We getting into it, you guys. What I want you guys to make sure you're doing, let me know where you're chiming in from. Please try to stay on topic. We got it right here. Let's go.
In the meantime, I'm Andrew Kraft. We do have Attorney General Pam Bondi speaking at the Department of Justice right now live. Let's listen.
Face justice. On May 21st, a grand jury in the Middle District of Tennessee returned a sealed indictment charging Abrego Garcia with alien smuggling and conspiracy to commit alien smuggling in violation of Title 8 USC 1324. We want to thank President Bukele for agreeing to return Abrego Garcia to the United States. Our government
y'all wanted him, y'all got him. Now watch.
Presented El Salvador with an arrest warrant, and they agreed to return him to our country. We're grateful to President Bukele for agreeing to return him to our country to face these very serious charges. This is what American justice looks like. Upon completion of his sentence, we anticipate he will be returned to his home country of El Salvador. The grand jury found that over the past 9 years, Abrego Garcia has played a significant role in an alien smuggling ring. They found this was his full-time job, not a contractor. He was a smuggler of humans and children and women. He made over 100 trips, the grand jury found, smuggling people throughout our country. MS-13 members, violent gang terrorist organization members, throughout our country. Thousands of illegal aliens were smuggled. This is especially disturbing because Abrego Garcia is also alleged with transporting minor children. The defendant traded the innocence of minor children for profit. There are even more disturbing facts that the grand jury uncovered. It is alleged this defendant is part of the same smuggling ring responsible for the death of more than 50 migrants in 2021 after the tractor trailer overturned in Mexico.
Wow.
This is part of that same ring.
Wow.
The defendant abused undocumented alien females, according to co-conspirators who were under his control while transporting them throughout our country. This defendant trafficked firearms and narcotics throughout our country on multiple occasions. They were using vehicles, SUVs, with added seats in the back, floors that had been ripped out, guns, narcotics, children, women, MS-13 members. That is what the grand jury found. A co-conspirator alleged that the defendant solicited nude photographs and videos of a minor. A co-conspirator also alleges the defendant played a role in the murder of a rival gang member's mother. These facts demonstrate Abrego Garcia is a danger to our community. We want to thank the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, our state and local partners, our acting U.S. Attorney Robert McGuire, and prosecutors from the Joint Task Force Vulcan.
So they basically said, okay, you know what? We are going to go get them. Y'all want them back? Y'all saying that we sent them over there the wrong way? I bet you won't ask us to bring no more of them back because this is what's going to happen. So basically, let me just try to tell you guys, it seems like they had their it together and they went back and got Mr. Garcia. If anything, I would have stayed my behind over there if I was him. It might be rougher, but it's going to be tougher in prison over here. We got to keep on stacking the deck because that's what we do over here. Now, the White House is hitting back at Elon Musk because all of a sudden, Elon is saying that there's going to be a recession. Trump answers questions as to their relationship as well. And of course, what do we do over here? We like to get it from the horse's mouth. And you guys, do your boy a favor. We need to get more people over here. They thought we were shut down because the computer went down. Let's go ahead and double tap that screen to get those likes up. All right, come on. I got to get you guys 2 more. Matter of fact, 3 more. Let's go. I'm stacking the deck right here. Do me a favor. Please stay on topic. Don't think that I'm not going to read your comment because I am. Let's go.
Oh, here we go in the clash of the Titans, and President Trump and Elon Musk are locked into a war of words. It all started with their disagreements over Trump's big, beautiful bill. That was about a week ago. The question now, where are the two headed from here? This was some action that you seldom see, huh?
Hard to look away.
Dana's got the day off. I'm Bill Hemmer. Welcome to Friday, America. And Jackie, you brought some news with you. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good to be with you.
You wonder if there's an opportunity for reconciliation, and at the moment, we really don't know.
President Trump posting in part, quote, "I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. This puts our country on a path of greatness. Make America great again."
So, Jackie, the tough talk between the world's most powerful man and the world's richest ranged over topics far and wide, personal and political. Seems nothing was out of bounds at times. A far cry from the scene in the Oval Office last Friday afternoon. Trump giving Musk a golden key as a thank you for his work at Doge.
And I gave him a little special something we have here.
Thank you.
A very special that I give to very special people. I have given it to some, but it goes to very special people, and I thought I'd give it to Elon as a presentation from our country.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elon.
Thank you.
Take care.
Peter Doocy is live at the White House with new details.
Man, it was all good just a week ago. Dun, 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 dun. And then they agreed to like a phone call so they could finally get on the phone.
Fox News now reporting via sources that President Trump and Elon Musk are set to speak over the phone amid this ongoing feud. Now, the back and forth between the two on their social media platforms peaked late Thursday when Musk claimed the president's administration was withholding records that were related to sex abuser Jeffrey Epstein because Trump is mentioned in them. Musk served as the head of DOGE, that's the Department of Government Efficiency, until just last week. He announced his departure following an interview where he publicly criticized President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill, calling it a, quote, disgusting abomination. Musk did continue to rant against the bill, all leading up to Thursday when the two went head-to-head via social media. President...
Okay. You see, we stacking the deck. I want to be thorough about this topic right here because it gets a little nasty and it gets a little funky when people not in a relationship no more. They be telling about, oh yeah, well his feet stink when he do blah blah blah. Or yeah, well ain't nobody gonna talk about them skitters in your underwear, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, people really. They really just go there once they break up. So they telling everything. So I'm just trying to make sure that we get all the little tidbits and we get everything. So now we got this other clip right here called Do we have the other one? This is like the last one right here. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to stack this deck so we can make sure that we know what the H we talking about. This one is I Hate My Ex. Check this out.
We do begin with the relationship between billionaire Elon Musk, the world's richest man, and President Trump devolving into a very public feud yesterday. NBC News senior White House correspondent Garrett Hake has all the details.
The stunning public breakup.
Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if it went well anymore. I was surprised.
Just days after that lavish Oval Office send-off.
He's done a fantastic job.
I expect to remain a friend and an advisor.
President Trump and his once top ally, Elon Musk, now in a nasty public feud.
I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
All starting when the president was asked about the former DOGE leader's criticism of his so-called Big Beautiful Bill, which extends the Trump 2017 tax cuts and eliminates taxes on tips and overtime. Musk slamming it, saying it spends too much.
Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here.
The president, who recently showed off his Tesla at the White House, saying Musk's opposition began because the bill eliminates electric vehicle tax credits, which hurts Musk's business.
He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate.
Musk responding in real time on X. False. This bill was never shown to me even once. Moments later writing, whatever, keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill, but ditch the mountain of disgusting pork. I pressed Trump about Musk's criticism.
And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly. And some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome.
Put the signs up, put the hat on. Let's go.
All of it a sudden shift for Musk, who enthusiastically campaigned for Trump. The president suggesting he would have won in 2024 without the support of the world's richest man.
I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway.
Minutes later, Musk firing back, writing, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Such ingratitude. The war of words escalating even further. President Trump posting, Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate. And he just went crazy. And that the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. Musk then writing, time to drop the really big bomb. Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they've not been made public. Musk offered no evidence to back up his accusation, and nothing made public has implicated Trump.
Now tell me that wasn't there you're hitting back and forth and back and forth and forth and back. That's why I had to come over here and stack that deck. Y'all know what we're talking about right now. I'm about to get to these comments real quick. Let's go. What we got over here in these comments for me on this Saturday morning, y'all? What we got? Natalie says, agree, RXB. Rachel says, Elon is telling the truth. Trump OB. Mark Dorfman, what happened, Mark? RXB says, all these people promoting hate and division. And Daniel says, good morning. What else we got over here? We got Common Sense says, Elon Musk needs to chill out. He doesn't understand enough about politics. Not saying I do, but that's what people say, unfortunately. Sometimes we have to give things up to get halfway there. He thought that he was probably going to get his way and be able to make some moves, and it didn't happen, and he's peed off about that. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, I got a couple of other things I want to say about it too, but wait a minute. Oh, this relationship is torched, or says Rachel. Wait a minute. Based on all reports from the world, yeah, what? Hopefully they can fix the friendship. I'm sorry, yeah, what? I think it's over. Wildflower says pattern identified. Pop, you will live. I had two with Biden. Rachel says it's a bill that estimated to add billions to the deficit, potentially increasing the national debt. Oh, okay, we got to pay attention to that. Reason I'm gonna check me out on this. Let me say something. Let me just get what I want to say out. The smartest thing for Elon Musk to do, besides if he wants to just try, if he didn't get what he needed from Trump during the position that he had there, the smartest thing for him to do as a businessman is to turn his back on him and throw Trump under the bus. I guarantee you a few things. Mark my words. Please let me know if I'm wrong. As soon as they started beefing, I guarantee you Tesla's stock started going up. I guarantee you the people that have been damaging the cyber trucks and have been doing bad things to all of the locations where they've been doing all of the Phil's Nair, Bill's Narming and all of that stuff, I guarantee you that's going to stop. Because guess what? People look at it like, oh, now he's back on our side, or he's not on this guy's side so fully. Also, how about this? Elon Musk has a bunch of shareholders that he has to conform to, that he has to do the right type of business with because they invest in his company. So now, with the stock prices going up, what do you think they're saying? This guy's doing his job, he's straight, everything's settled. So on one accord, yeah, him and Trump are not doing well, but on the other side, I guarantee you he's doing much better when it comes down to economically. The cyber trucks, the Teslas, all of the cars are going to stop being damaged. What do you guys think about my comment? I read your comments all the time. We're going to keep on moving forward right now because we got this other situation over here when Boston, what's her name? Governor, she want to rump with the woo. I ain't just talking about the woo from, you know what I'm saying, Pop Smoke. This one is Mayor Wu, I'm sorry, because she's the sanctuary city mayor who's sparking outrage with her anti-Ills Nice rhetoric. I want you guys to see what's going on in Boston right now. Right here, check this out, right, you guys.
Asking for some type of boycott against our ICE agents. They want their masks to be removed because they're trying to protect themselves from being doxxed online. Mayor Wu is the latest example of how they've been treating our ICE agents.
Of Boston?
Of Boston. Here's what she said.
I don't know of any police department that routinely wears masks. We know that there are other groups that routinely wear masks. NSC 131 routinely wears masks.
Mayor, just to clarify, the comparing ICE
What I said is that Boston police and no police department that I know of at the local level routinely wears masks.
So the White House is calling her out for stoking hatred against our law enforcement, but she's doubling down on this rhetoric. And the largest ICE operation ever took place in Boston. It's called Operation Patriot, and it resulted in the arrest of nearly 1,500 illegal immigrants. Now, Fox News was embedded with these ICE agents just for a few hours. While we were embedded, agents were arrested. They took down a murderer, 2 child rapists, one who lived next to a playground, 1 fentanyl trafficker, 1 adult rapist, 1 child sexual assaulter. That all happened within a few hours, but overall, they arrested 1,461 illegal aliens. 790 of them had criminal convictions or charges. 277 had final removal or deportation orders. They are keeping the streets of Boston safe without the help of Massachusetts because it is a sanctuary state. Listen to this.
My officers and agents walk into danger so other people can sleep safely at night, so kids can make it to school safely and play outside. So while it's easy to be an armchair quarterback and make up talking points that get activists riled up, the bottom line is my officers and agents are out there protecting the same people who are threatening their safety.
And yes, you know how we like to mix it up because a lot of people don't want to talk about politics all the time. They don't want to just talk about this and that. You know, some people just want to see entertainment. So let's go ahead and bring a little bit of fake entertainment to the screen. I'm sorry, I just got to call it what it is. Let's get into what's going on with this P. Diddy trial because I went down there a few times. A couple of people outside are just acting a complete dollar sign out there just trying to get known. I'm talking about all types of crazy stuff. Gene and I are walking in and they're asking the crazy stuff, stupid questions and things like that. I know a few of you guys probably saw it, but yeah, let's get into what's going on right now because P. Diddy, you guys, as you guys know, is on trial. And we have a Jane Doe who admits that she was seeing him up until the time that he was arrested. I kind of have an idea who it was. I want you guys to tell me, but let me know if you guys know who this possible Jane Doe was.
If Cassie had seen this or knew about it, it goes to the idea of coercion in sex trafficking. Look at the environment Cassie was around, the violence she was around. Did she really consent to freak-offs when, Combs is around doing all these things? And Bongolan also talked about distributing drugs to Cassie and Combs. Drug charges, underlying predicate crime of racketeering, just goes to the overall environment, the idea of drugs being used during all of this. So Westmoreland really dug in today. And my understanding is she started talking about drugs, threats, and maybe most importantly, Bongolan didn't leave.
Yeah, and so when they continued Brianna, aka Bonna's cross this morning, Nicole Westmoreland just came out with just exhibits to kind of show her. So, for example, we saw one exhibit. It was an exhibit we had seen while Brianna or Bonna had been testifying under direct, where it showed Cassie and the friend of hers named Bad Boy. Bad Boy spelled with an I, no relation to Diddy's Bad Boy, none of that. The photo is from April 24th of 2016 with the caption "Best Dressed Photographer." And so this was the exact same day that Bonna had accused Diddy of threatening to kill her, saying something along the lines of, "I'm the devil, I could kill you." And so Bonna says it was on or around this day where Diddy had threatened her. So I think what the defense was trying to kind of point out is maybe the dates were wrong. Maybe this didn't happen on this particular day. But then we saw another exhibit photo from May 10th of 2016 from Bonna to Cassie. It's a photo of drugs. Now, Bonna, while she was on the stand today, couldn't say or even remember necessarily what type of drug it specifically was, but just kind of looking at the photo, it definitely was a crystallized substance of something. It kind of had like a brownish, whitish color. I don't want to presume what it was, but you could tell it was definitely drugs, and it was photographed next to a dime. And so Nicole Westmoreland asked Bonna, "You would agree that this was taken after Diddy threatened you?" And Bonna replied, "True. You went on as business as usual with Miss Ventura, aka Cassie." And Bonna replied, "Yes." Then we saw another exhibit photo from May 31st of 2016. And I think it was a text that accompanied with the line of, "Can I get an amen?" But the photo that went with this particular text message from Bonna to Cassie again, it was a photo showing drugs, I think in her hand or in somebody's hand. And it was drugs like pills that were blue and white. Also,
okay, pills and all of that. What's really else? What else? I also heard was that the defense really came at this witness here. They didn't let her just get off with anything. They basically, she had made an accusation that Diddy had done something to her in, let's say, Los Angeles, in New York. Well, right after that, she said, "Are you sure it happened at that time? Is that the right date?" Next thing you know, bang, she slaps down a piece of paper and it showed a whole nother photo where Diddy was doing something totally different in a whole nother state, totally tearing up her credibility. I don't know what's going on with this case. It's seesawing. I'm not going to go ahead and predict anything. You guys know better than me. It's getting kind of crazy as of the day before yesterday when we last reported. The judge basically threatened P. Diddy, saying that you keep on messing with these jurors, you're smiling in their faces and everything like that. You're trying to look like you're trying to coddle them. We're going to make you get in the back. You're not going to be able to even be at your own trial. So I guess he calmed down from that. We got to keep on moving forward because we got this Obama, it seemed like a complete waste of money. It's called the Ivanpah project or whatever. It's shutting down. The reason I want to talk about it is because it's supposed to be a $2.2 billion project, but they're leaving behind 173,000 thermal collectors. Basically, these thermal collectors are what collects the solar energy and transforms it to, I guess, the electronic power. But due to the fact that, I guess, the funding is not there anymore, this entire whole situation, it seems to me like a waste of $2.2 billion, no matter who put it together.
Christina Awayo in Dallas, and here are your top stories. The $2.2 billion solar panel project approved by the Obama administration is shutting down, leaving behind more than 173,000 thermal collectors on 3,500 acres in the Mojave Desert. Obama's Department of Energy also provided $1.6 billion in loan guarantees to Ivanpah, a $535 million grant, and tax credits, even though the site was within the critical habitat of the desert tortoise, which is an endangered species native to the Mojave and Sonoran deserts, forcing the animal to be relocated. The plant also killed between 3,500 to 6,000 birds each year, according to a 2015 report. They were killed from collisions with heliostats or from being incinerated when flying through the concentrated heat beams that reach 800 degrees Fahrenheit, meaning over the course of 11 years, from 38,500 to 66,000 total birds were killed. Conservation groups like the Sierra Club have called Ivanpah a, quote, environmental disaster because of the wildlife impacts. Plus, Ivanpah emits more than 46,000 metric tons of CO2, which is almost twice the threshold for California's cap and trade program at 25,000 tons.
So it did nothing but kill, took out a whole bunch of birds and wildlife and hurt animals and stuff. And now they're just gonna get rid of it, and nobody gonna get no whatever behind it. But the animals are up out of here. Terrible, stupid things, man. It just seems like just for no reason. What y'all got for me in the comments? What's going on over here? What y'all got? I'm down here. I'm scrolling down. I'm over here with y'all now. Yeah, what says when the flyby burns you literally. Exactly, right? Rachel Fisher says if Trump tries to run a third term, Obama's gonna crush him. Ooh, good, screwbirds. Immoral Coil says, if you knew anything about New Albany, you know I'm not lying. Okay, good morning, everyone. John said, VIP Auction Group says, I wish Trump could run a third term so we could see all of the Democrats cry. Natalie Georgievich says, such an eyesore, at least it wasn't in someone's backyard. Don't it look terrible, all of those things out there like that, Natalie? And they talking about they're not doing nothing with it. What they gonna do, a whole bunch of recycling? That'll never bring those birds back. I hate when animals, when they lose their lives. Yeah, 300 D chess. Natalie says, definite seesaw case. Yeah, we're talking about the Diddy case. Rachel said he's literally the worst thing that's ever happened to America. Micro penis aggression all over the place. Natalie says we are here for the news, not to spread the WTF. Let me know who that is. We get him out of here. Rachel says for you, you would let him do anything he wanted to you. That's how sick you MAGAs are. Whoever's a MAGA fat, she's talking to y'all, because I ain't no MAGA whatever up in here. Okay, first you love me, then you hate me. It's a game for fools, right? Right, Mola? You already know. Did some kid draw those pictures? I don't know. I'm gonna keep on moving though, because woo, it's getting hot in here. And even though ICE is supposed to be ICE, they're not so cool because they done set a record for the amount of that they've been doing. Y'all check this out. You see your boy sweating up in here. So you know right about now, I'm gonna ask you guys to go ahead and get them likes up because that's gonna cool me off. We need to get those cool likes in the building. So go ahead and double tap that screen if you appreciate the content that your boy's giving you. Been up for almost about 7 hours so far. Got about 2 hours of sleep. Been doing it since yesterday, trying to get us back on track to where we're supposed to be. So we're not playing right now. We did a spotlight yesterday that was featuring a premiere on Floyd Mayweather. You guys should go check that one out. And we right back to do it again because we're not playing. That's right, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. I don't know if they're trying to go for the Guinness Book of World Records, but they just set a record.
And Jonathan Fay, he's a former acting ICE director, and Katie Pavlich, Fox News contributor. Katie, so the president wants 3,000 people here illegally rounded up and detained every single day. Democrats are saying, as you know, setting a target like this is a recipe for, disaster and chaos. Take a listen to the chair of the Hispanic caucus up on Capitol Hill.
That even some of them have asked to be deported, but these privately run prisons are keeping them for an extended period of time. Some of them bounced around from detention center to detention center across the country while they asked to be deported back to their home nation. They're unable to do that.
What do you say?
Well, when Democrats complain about criminal illegal aliens with violent histories, either in their home countries or crimes committed after they entered this country illegally, their solution is that those people should then be let out to freely roam the very communities, American communities, that they were terrorizing in the first place. The safest place for ICE agents to go and get these guys are in local jails or at these private prisons. It makes it so law enforcement can actually get their job done. And the administration has put this number of 3,000 out there because the Biden administration let 15 to 20 million unvetted illegal immigrants into the country, many of them with criminal records, ties to terrorism from countries that have no vetting systems all over the world. And so Democrats continue to make this claim that these illegal immigrants that have been arrested for cause should somehow not be detained until they wait for their deportation, making it dangerous for the communities that they release them in and making it dangerous for ICE agents who have to then go in and get them off the streets.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, but those ICE agents that were doing those arrests, they had masks on. Another question, do you think it's wrong for them to arrest and have masks on? Is there something wrong with that? I mean, if there's kids 17, 18 years old running around in the street right now with black sweatsuits on, with what they call shiesties on, why can't people that have a badge do that? Why can't they cover their faces? So the other people can wear masks and shiesties, but these people can't. They probably don't want people seeing their faces, messing with their families and things like that. They don't want to be identified because of the work that they do. Now, all of a sudden, they're trying to demand that they take their masks off. Sounds pretty stupid to me. I wouldn't do it. That's like blowing your cover when you're a detective because you don't think that, because someone doesn't think that it's fair. On some, well, no, you shouldn't do that because you're trying to entrap someone. Yeah, at some point you might be, that's what they call it. Let's keep on moving because we got this crazy situation in Las Vegas. Come to the front of the stage. If you are from Las Vegas, I want you to, come on, Viva Las Vegas. Come on, because this fool here pow-powed somebody for $40 cash. $40. You can collect cans on the side of the road and get $40. But he didn't want to do that. The hammer that he had was worth more than $40. No. He'd rather run up on somebody at the ATM and get them for 40 cash. I want y'all to see this right here because y'all got to be careful now because even in a place like Vegas, it can go down. Check this out.
Hey, do you recognize him? Police need your help finding this young man who they say robbed another person for just $40. Thanks for staying with us here at 4:30. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Kirsten Joyce. 8 News Now investigator David Charn speaking exclusively with that shooting victim who says he was just taking out some money at the ATM when his life almost ended.
Did you think you were going to die?
Yeah, actually.
A heavy story to tell for 22-year-old Bryson Chen as he recovers from a gunshot wound. He was just off work and needed gas money, so he pulled up to this Northeast Valley ATM.
In the corner of my eye, I see the person walking up behind me, and that's when he pulled out the gun.
This happens to be wearing a shiesty. Yeah, happen to be wearing it, and guess what? Because it's so rampant and everybody's doing it, don't nobody say nothing about it. I say we ban it straight up and down, unless you're law enforcement. If we ain't got COVID no more, what's the reason for the mask? Before COVID, wasn't nobody walking around here with no mask on their face, unless they was trying to do something. Okay, keep on moving forward.
This person who Metro Police need your help to identify. He didn't get away with much, just the $40 Chen took out in the seconds before, but he left his victim with scars he'll have for the rest of his life.
I pulled $40 for gas, and he basically took my wallet and $40. So he shot me for $40.
He was wearing gloves and had a mask on.
Captain Michelle Tavares oversees the unit working to solve unsolved shootings where the victim survives.
We're hoping by getting the word out there, somebody will see this picture and recognize who the subject is.
How about stop the mask situation? How many people in the comments is with me when it comes down to getting rid of the shiesty mask? We don't need that anymore. COVID's gone. Let me ask you guys, what is the use of that? What's going on with that? Huh? What's going on with the shiesty mask? Keep on going. Okay, Pam Bondi is a little Naya. Okay, explore the fun. Okay, says lead. Okay, he looks like he's sitting for a photo shot, not talking about being held at gunpoint. Lucky guy. Yep. James Borley says, I could be confused and missing the point, so forgive me if I am. Rebecca says, masks protect their identity. There you go. James Boy says, why can't, okay, whatever. James, what are you talking about, please? Your logic is criminals do it, so why can't police? That's not a good argument. James, you need to go get yourself together. Bam! I didn't think you was going to be good anyway. I don't even do that, but bye. Explorer says, yeah, what? Says he probably should have asked for the $200 limit. John says, guess he wanted a couple of 20 twins. He wanted a couple of 20 twins, because around here, between Normandy and Weston, we call this here a 20 twin nigga. Can I get a little bit of that from a cataract? Nigga, you didn't put in on this, man. What else y'all got for me over here? Yeah, I like that. That was a dope alley-oop. Explore the fun, and said edit. What else y'all got? Yeah, what says put them on an island, see if they can swim to where they want to go, because they got here that way anyway. Oh. See, I was going to say something like that, but y'all would have took that different from me. I was going to say something like, you walked all the way over here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was doing all types of, y'all was doing this when y'all was walking to come get that bread, coming to get them free food stamps, coming to get that free place to stay when it was a different way, right? Y'all was doing this, right? Yeah, look what finger's the other one. Y'all was doing this, right? Now y'all all mad because y'all got the, get up out of here. And now y'all want us to get you back a certain way? Y'all was walking through deserts, jungles, doing all sorts of stuff to get here. And you mean to tell me y'all think this is a travel agency? No, I'd like to take American, please. I'll be taking first class. I can give you guys, no. How about this? And move you around. You wanted it? You came here on the merit of this, on the function of doing this right here, right? So now they're giving you this back the way that they want to. Ain't that some tough stuff to take in? It's real talk, but it's tough. That's how it goes. And you know, I really want to do this, but I don't want to give my people the finger. We're going to keep on moving forward because this is what we call, y'all ready for this? I need you to understand the proper pronunciation for the word. We've been trying to reintroduce this word into the people. It's called thuntadon. Remember thuntadon? Somebody that's off of their rocker, that don't know too much and that do stupid stuff. This person right here is a complete thuntadon. He's a couch potato, a gamer. His dad came in the room and said, hey man, we're gonna have to talk. You know, you do all these video games all day, you don't do nothing else, you're gonna need to get a job. Instead of him getting a job, he pals his father and pals his wife, his mother one time. I want you guys to see this right here. This is crazy. I want you guys to see this right here. Check this out. I got another story for you right after this that I want you guys to see about a whole bunch of money too. So we're gonna get this right here. This is the couch potato right here, the thuntadon.
Newly released body cam video of a gamer who killed his dad and shot his mom. And you will not believe what he told police the reason was. All because they told him to stop playing so many video games, get off the couch, and get a job. You'll see the moment that law enforcement tracked him down after he took off, and what he claims his dad specifically said that put him over the edge and now means he's going to spend decades of his life in prison. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
Nope, we not. I just want you guys to know about that. I couldn't find any other stories on it, so I had to give some props out to Law and Crime, the couch potato gamer who pow-powed his dad and his mom. I want you guys to go look at that. If I find any more information about it, we're going to bring it up. But I just wanted you guys to see some crazy stuff that people actually do over video games. And he could have said, well, you know, I'm a gamer. I have this amount of people. I actually make this much of money. Because I do know that there are gamers out there that actually get paid to play video games. There's rappers that get paid to play video games. A lot of different people do. So I can't even say anymore that, oh, all you do is play video games every day, because that's what they used to do until they started making monetary off of it. Some kids can pay the rent more, the rent plus more. A lot of rappers, for instance, Bobby Shmurda, don't do a lot musically anymore. He doesn't get booked anymore, but he gets a lot of money from playing video games. I definitely know that. Okay, what else you guys got over here? Tim Hart says he about to be a gamer, but he's gonna be the console. They recalled testers. What else y'all got? They did? Oh, okay, they're called testers, exactly. He said, Charles said they're called testers. Okay, we got Natalie that says, I know professional gamers. He doesn't sound like one of them. Okay, because he probably wasn't doing nothing. That's why his family, there you go. Mad Hatter says he lost control of reality. And see, that's the reason why I get scared of people like gamers, especially people that's good at like Grand Theft Auto and all of them Red Dead Redemption and all of that. Because once they snap, I be thinking that they probably gonna get inside. They think that they're in the game and start acting like a simulation or something. So yeah, I be real careful when it comes down to gamers because you never know when something like this could possibly happen. We're gonna go ahead and move right on over to this huge D-Rug bust where his landlord said this King's Car Wash is not welcome back. They got one part set up as a business. The other part was a car wash, but they wasn't just washing cars. Check this out right here. This is something that it's always rampant, always going on. I guess they just didn't think that it would happen in a place like this. Let's get on over to where we at in Lagos. This auto sales service. This DE agents, they bust through the door to get to the business that shared a building.
This afternoon, catching a different angle of yesterday's drug bust in Providence. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shannon Heggie.
And I'm Kim Calooney, and the DEA confirms to 12 News they seized fentanyl from King's Car Wash. But this is actually video from the business next door. That's where those agents entered from. Our Sophia Zabo spoke with the owner today and joins us live with the very latest. Sophia?
Well, at the core of this story, there are two businesses. One was the target of a federal drug raid. The other shares a door with them and wants to make it clear they had nothing to do with that.
It was crazy, scary. It was a scary situation, like, especially not knowing what's going on.
This is not how Jabril Bambala thought his Thursday was going to go. He was sitting in his office at Lagos Auto Sales and Service when this happened.
I mean, I'm still shooken up about it. I couldn't really sleep last night.
Those are DEA agents. They were on a federal search warrant for King's Car Wash. They rent the space from Bambala on the other side of this door.
So none of this is not something that was planned or we know of anything that's going on. I come here, stay in my office, everybody do their job, we go home.
The DEA says they seized fentanyl from King's Car Wash. Our cameras caught them detaining two people. Law enforcement analyst Stephen O'Donnell says it appears to be a by-the-book operation.
They can't tell that business we're coming in because the idea of being clandestine, coming in unannounced, is for their safety and to make sure and avoid destruction of evidence.
Meanwhile, Lagos is back in business, but they say King's Car Wash isn't welcome back.
After yesterday, there's no coming back from that. It's not just putting my life at risk, my livelihood, my employees and all of that. So there's no coming back from this.
Now, we have reached out to the DEA for more information, but right now they're remaining pretty tight-lipped about the investigation. Live in Providence, Sophia Zabo, 12 News.
Okay, y'all, Providence, they acting up. I just tried to go to the store yesterday. I went around the corner. The gate was down. Uh-oh, what y'all done did? Tobacco, had something under some of that funky stuff you're selling out the back. Yeah, all of a sudden, y'all try to go to the corner store, and then y'all walk up and y'all see the gate down at a certain hour, or a piece of paper's on there with that sheriff seal on it. That means somebody got locked up, won't let them out. They won't let them. And if you get to a ripe old age of anything over 20 or 30, I think that's a stupid decision to be making. Don't be doing nothing out here that's going to get you in a whole bunch of trouble. Because guess what? You'll be in there with them silver bracelets on, one size fits all, and wishing you was that guy that was in McDonald's flipping burgers. You come up with the most creative ideas once you sit in there doing a whole bunch of time, trying to give people on the outside ideas what they should be doing. How about you get your own stuff together? Let's keep on moving. What y'all guys got to say? What y'all got over here? Rachel says, these fools are trying to get money when they have been pardoned for something they definitely did. VIP says, she's trying so hard. Okay, forecast. Speedy Spoon said hi. Okay, Speedy. What else y'all got over here? Westman says, Rachel has a serious case of Trump derangement syndrome. Okay, Kendra says, what's up? What you doing, Kendra? What you over there doing? Dancing? Okay, keep on going, y'all. We got We got what that says, it would be better if you didn't write fentanyl DEA on a box, right? VIP says Rachel has TDS, just let her cry. You know what that box is about? That's intimidation right there. And that's for all the press to see. We working, we doing our thing. The same way like when they got them big old box, the letters on the back of them. And I figure also they want people to know that that's seized whatever. We've seized something. So yeah, y'all might as well see what we've seized. Now come on over here to New York because we got this one thunder in the train station. Let me tell you something about New York, man. They have no respect for the police. And I'm not trying to say, I don't know how you guys feel about the police, but it's not like it used to be where, okay, you're under arrest, put your hands behind your back. People used to run, whatever like that. But not only are they not running, they fighting back so hard. It might take about six police due to the fact of, I got to just be honest. I told you guys, these guys are kind of small now. We don't really have any sizable officers that can actually help out. These guys are kind of overweight. They can't do nothing. And if they're trying to mess around with somebody that's a little bit athletic and try to hold them down, 9 times out of 10, I've been seeing people get wrestled away from 2 or 3 police officers at one time, run away, cops trying to chase them, and then he falls on his face. And then the next thing you know, everybody in the crowd laughing at him, and they got it on Instagram the next day. So check this out. I guess it took about 6 of them this time to get this guy. That's 4. 2, then 4. Now we got some soldiers. 6. Still ain't cuffing. It literally took 6 people, 6 of them officers, 4 to really get him, 2 of the other weekend warriors to stand there to make sure he couldn't get away. Come on, would y'all get y'all some better defense out here? We're going to be calling somebody to help us. Meanwhile, they're coming over there like this. I'll be right there. I'm on my way. I got you. Okay, what y'all got for me in the comments? Says, Reek, if the cops struggle that much with one man, go ahead and hire him, right? Right? Westman said, that dude is a serious grappler. Batty Lynn over there dying. Charles said, the pillow couldn't do it by himself. Kendra Walker says, this is why I say the popo needs training year round. That's embarrassing. He's over here trying to pull him down by his waist. Dude was just holding on to the rail like this. Rachel said, that's the Supreme Court told them to stop doing that 9.0. Exactly. This is why I said the popo need. Exactly. Batty Lynn dying. What else y'all got? If the cops struggle that much, yes. Showing real life in front of us and nothing will be done in the slightest. What else y'all got over here for me? Charles, that's why lawmakers ensure they have tasers and if they like. What else? Yeah, y'all, come on, double tap that screen and get those likes up. I'm almost about to do it. I'm over here like, that was a funny story, and nobody really showing stuff like that to show you what's actually going on. Do your boy a favor. It's Saturday morning. Y'all gonna have fun all day. Give me some fun right now. I'm up in here sweating bullets. Y'all see it. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. I'm not trying to hold my arms down. I'm gonna own my sweat. I leave it all on the field when I get out there. We're gonna have to keep on moving right now because Batty, y'all already know when I call y'all out what we got to do, right? I'm gonna go ahead and get Rebecca over here too. It's not Grand Rapids, but it's still Detroit. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to Detroit because this is when people rent cars and do stupid things. You go on Turo, you want to rent a car. Next thing you know, you wind up like that other dude last week that was wrapped around that pole and then he ran out and fell. And then you got this other situation right here where this fool here decided to pow out of the window while they were in traffic. Guess what he got? Double one-size-fits-all bracelets, a trip to the pokey, and they came to the crib to get him. Check this out.
Now to a warning from Dearborn Police, don't do it.
The department issuing a strong message to people who rent high-end vehicles and then commit crimes. Here's Fox 2's Ingrid Kelly.
It sounds innocent.
There's this habit of people renting vehicles and celebrating on their way to weddings.
But what happens from inside these rental vehicles is why the Dearborn Police Department is sounding the alarm.
Stop, block traffic, and then fire a gun out of the window in celebration.
It happened Sunday near Ford and Evergreen in Dearborn. The driver and their passenger inside a high-end purple Lamborghini. When the passenger decides to fire gunshots out the window, you can see him on the left side of your screen. The dash cam of another vehicle driving nearby records the criminal act. Then 911 is dialed.
911, is this your emergency? I'm on Ford Road heading west towards East Dearborn. There's guys shooting guns on the middle of Ford Road.
There's been this habit of folks renting vehicles and driving recklessly when there's a wedding.
When police arrive, they investigate and track the vehicle down.
Tracked the vehicle down at a local hall where they were celebrating the wedding and impounded the vehicle.
Police also arrest Hassan Rabat of Detroit. They say he's related to the wedding party. He's also a CPL holder and is currently out on bond.
We issued them a citation for reckless discharge.
Police say it's not just wedding parties they're concerned about.
Encourage parents as well, like don't rent your kids these cars for graduation because nothing good's going to come out of it.
So yeah, not only that, I wouldn't put my expensive car on no app like that. As far as what they did, I would look at that as that's his religion. I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of those Eastern, what do they call them? The Indian sort of people, they do that even while the wedding's going on. All up in the air. They crazy like that. So that's probably the way that he was celebrating, but you shouldn't be celebrating in a rented Lamborghini while you're on the highway, powing out the window. That was pretty stupid right there. What you guys got to say about that? Put him back, no bond status. Kendra Walker says 289.7 and only 57 likes. Let's get those likes up. That means I got to work. Philadelphia, we got this 17-year-old who's accused of stealing a Kilsnar, and he did something terrible to a 12-year-old girl that was inside the car. I do not like reporting news like this, but it has to be told because nobody else is showing it. You guys do me a favor. Y'all appreciate the content. Let's get those likes up to let more people know what we got going on. Philadelphia, I need you guys to report to the front of the stage. Y'all got some explaining to do.
But we begin with an arrest in the kidnapping and rape of a 12-year-old girl. A teenager is facing charges in the heinous crime.
Yeah, the 17-year-old is accused of stealing a car while the girl was sleeping inside. Action News reporter Sharifa Jackson now live outside Special Victims Unit in Hunting Park with what we know about the disturbing details. Sharifa.
Well, Brian, Sarah, I can tell you, police say that the family of the victim, even investigators, are really grateful that this suspect was taken into custody rather quickly. They say the 17-year-old was arrested this morning at his home in West Philadelphia. There's relief today as news broke that the car thief and sexual assault suspect was taken into custody. Police say it was a 17-year-old at the center of Friday's disturbing missing child case.
It's just tragic all around.
In the 25th district will be found an abduction. Taken was an off-white Ford Taurus. There is a juvenile in the rear of the vehicle.
It all began around 9:30 Friday evening. The Ford Taurus was left running with the keys still in the ignition along Germantown and Erie Avenues.
Why?
The 12-year-old was sleeping in the back seat when police say the suspect stole it. The frantic search for the girl lasted nearly 30 minutes.
About 20 minutes later, at around 9:53 p.m., our brave survivor was located at Broad Street and Roosevelt Boulevard.
Investigators say before being dropped off, she was raped by the car thief. The car was later recovered in West Philadelphia along 54th and Poplar Streets. Police say DNA and evidence left in the vehicle played a huge role in this arrest.
That evidence was submitted to our Office of Forensic Science, where it was processed and analyzed, resulting in a positive DNA hit.
And this arrest took less than a week. Today, Captain Parker repeatedly calling the survivor brave for her role and participation in making this arrest happen.
She's going through the motions, the challenges, but I will say she's very smart, she's very intelligent, and she's one brave little girl.
I think the parent, whoever was driving that car, whoever left the keys in the car, whoever left the 12-year-old little girl unattended needs to be arrested and given the same charges. How about that? What y'all got for me? Appreciate you at One Room. Hit that like, y'all. We got Natalie Georgievich says the kid needs to be charged as an adult. And then I'm glad he was arrested. Otherwise, he was on his way to, yep. Okay, Rebecca says they'll take care of him and Jill's now. Okay, One Room says drop a like. Mad Hatter said thank you. Appreciate that, One Room. What the F, right? Explore the fun. Okay, says okay, yeah, you gonna go because you're not saying nothing that makes sense, and I'm gonna keep on getting y'all out of here for playing. Okay, bad parents for leaving the keys in the ignition. Who does that? Neglect. Juan says, take 2 seconds to help this brother. It don't take but 2 seconds to go ahead and double tap that screen, because let me ask you a question. Who else giving you this content? Who's stacking a deck like this? And who else has the co-host that we do over at Our Bottom Line? So if you don't want to give me, Bugatti, the like, give it to our co-hosts, because they really hold us down, and they here every single day to hold us down and to support us, with or without the snaps, because we know it's hard out here for a pimp. So we don't ask for the money. We ask for the likes, because we know it's rough, even though yesterday was payday. We're going to keep on going right now, y'all, because we got this situation where hundreds are dispersed after a fight. Told you I got bad eyes. I said a tight. I said a tight. Let me get it right again. Hundreds are dispersed after a fight breaks out in Jones Beach. That's in Jones Beach, you guys. I would consider that what? New York? New York! It's going down. I told you it's already hot. Not trying to scare anybody, just trying to bring y'all up on point. Couple of brawls, couple of stills nabbings, couple of real snobberies and stuff like that. Not trying to say that, not trying to scare anybody, but again, if you're on point and you have the wherewithal to keep on paying attention to watch out what's going on around you, I don't look at that like I'm fear-mongering or trying to make you guys scared. I look at that as I'm trying to tell you guys to stay on point and not become a statistic or a result of what something like this is going to happen, right?
New tonight, several fights and a crowd of hundreds dispersed, causing Jones Beach to shut down. Social media video shows the crowd scattering after police helicopters hovered above. The chaos started around 6 tonight, and police say around 500 people gathered, mostly college-aged. There were a few minor injuries, and Chopper 2 captured at least one person in custody, but no word yet on any charges.
Reason I brought that
New
up
tonight, several fights and a crowd of...
is because when stuff like that happens with big crowds and you don't know where, let's say, for instance, your children are, or you can get what they call ran over or something like that, like stills stampeded, you got to be careful. Especially, everybody want to go out all the time. Let's go to this concert. Let's go to this outing. And then as far as like the street fairs and things like that, you know why we should be careful with those, right? Barricaded entry points and exit points. Only thing I want to do over here today is make sure you guys stay on point and paying attention to what's going on, because it's hot outside. A lot of people are going out to try to enjoy the weather. Keep on moving forward. Like, for instance, this is a good way to enjoy the weather. I'm talking about like this decorated sidewalk. This is for all of the ladies, all of the people that like, let's say, flowers, everyone that loves pets, everyone that actually likes to be outside and enjoy the outside the other way. The clean way, the fun way. We got this decorated stoop in New York because anything over here can get promoted, especially if you're doing something at a high level with it. So this one brownstone owner, she decided to be creative with her porch, her stoop. Watch out how nice and how cool her porch looks. Check this out, you guys. I want you guys to see this right here.
Most people who visit New York City have their bucket list of must-see attractions. It could be the Statue of Liberty, Times Square, even a trip to Central Park. But a new so-called destination is grabbing the attention of social scrollers and all sidewalk strollers. It's the Stoop and the city, and its new fame is doing more than bringing smiles along the Upper East Side. Here's Kimberly Richardson.
And just like that, this small stoop with the big personality on the Upper East Side, oh, perfect puppy, is capturing the hearts of those near.
This whole thing is fabulous.
And far, tourists from France.
Je t'aime? Oh, love you too.
Well, I mean the stoop, but okay. What's not lost in translation, how the front of this townhome on East 78th Street is making people feel.
Some people collect handbags. I like decor.
Christy, a photographer, lives here with her husband David and their 4 kids. What started with just a few flowers over the front door, a way to hide scaffolding, took off. Every few weeks, Christy switches things up. They pay for everything, but have scored some big sponsored collabs with a few companies.
I get a ton of joy out of this. And at first I thought our neighbors would think I'm really extra and wouldn't like it, and it's been the opposite.
You are encouraged to snap pics on the stoop. The recent graduate, there's even been an engagement.
Christmas is the best. Have you seen Christmas?
Ta-da! Only to be topped by this.
One of the great things was like the aha moment when someone came close and realized that they were Legos, not real flowers.
120,000 pieces David put together, pure perfection.
If you go down the block now, you'll start seeing a few more. You can't walk by and not smile.
The magic goes both ways. Christy and David have a Ring camera positioned right there. They can watch everybody out here. Some people leave them messages.
This was just like a creative outlet that has turned into something bigger than I ever expected.
From the stoop, Kimberly Richardson, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
The reason I show you guys this is because every time I'm on here, all the time, maybe in the messages, I got a lot of people that's influenced to try to become an influencer. You see how that lady took her own porch and made something of it and made a whole bunch of people come? There is one saying that I have heard when I was a child, and I'll share it with you guys right now. If you build it, they will come. Again, if you build it, they will come. So with that being said, if you guys in the comments always thinking, oh, I can't do that, I can't do this. Yes, you can. Get your own thing going and get behind it. The same way like you see what we did over here at Our Bottom Line. I was fishing, throwing whatever at the wall to see whatever would stick. Then all of a sudden, you guys got interested in what we got going on over here. And the next thing you know, boom, we have an entire show. So do that for yourselves. Don't let nobody ever hold you back. Stay determined, stay strong, and keep on pushing until you get where you gotta go. We're gonna climb up out of whatever problems we have. Why? Because problems present opportunities. All we gotta do is find that opportunity. We got the solution, and now we home free. So everybody who under the sound of my voice, who comes in the comments and says, how can I do, I wanna be an influencer. I'm trying to get my product out there. I'm trying to do my thing. You know how you really do it? Just start doing it, because there's no perfect solution. There's no perfect answer. But what I will tell you is this: stay away from negative people. Stay away from people that don't want to push you forward and champion what you got going on. And with that being said, y'all know what it is. It's time for y'all to go into that description. In the links, y'all going to find over about $250 to $500 worth of surveys in there. Y'all will make some money, and I'm going to make some money too. Also, if you guys have a business, promotion, car wash, if you're a groomer, I don't know what you do. Whatever you do, send your promotions over here so we can put it up in the post area so that we all can see what you got going on. Maybe bring you some more money, 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 money. Y'all, come on now. Y'all know we got to hustle out here. Y'all know what we got to do. And like I kept on promoting, it feels like I'm doing this every day, but I'm not going to stop until we fill it up and get a whole bunch of talent that's going to be showing up at the Show Your Talent search that we're going to be doing in all 5 boroughs of New York, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. You guys will get a chance to come out and show us your talent. You'll make $250 in those 5 boroughs after we get it all done and we bring the finalists together on Delancey Street. That last person is going to win $1,000. Y'all see it, tax-free cash, and I know anybody can use that. I'm trying to entice you guys because I know you have a talent, but y'all just not sharing it. What is it? Can you cook? Can you dance? Can you do a handstand? Let me see you do a push-up on one hand. That's a talent, believe it or not. I'm going to be the one that's hosting, so I'll let you know if I like what you got going on. And it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. Going over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Join the mailing list. Make sure that you're 21 and older. And guess what? You already signed up in your borough to be a part of Show Your Talent search. It's Saturday, y'all. I want y'all to do this. Smile. Be happy. Go outside and get some air if it's your day off. Don't let nobody break your stride. Nobody's going to hold you down as long as you remain focused on what you got to do. Take care of yourself. Like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So guess what? Tomorrow is what, y'all? Purple Sunday. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. It's Purple Sunday. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. So you know what I want y'all to do? I want y'all to wear your purple tomorrow when y'all watch the show. That's right, 6 o'clock, same station, same location. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. I gotta go stack the deck. I gotta come up with tomorrow's title because I'm focused on what we gotta do. And with that being said, I'll check y'all out tomorrow. Get 'em! One. Peace.